Well, hello friends, welcome back. Thank you so much for joining me today. I'm going to be sharing all about how it's going with our homeschool now that we are 3 weeks in. Okay guys, we are into week 3 of our homeschool. We are finishing that up. We have one more day to go this week and week 3 will be done and completed, and I am feeling good. I wanted to just sit down and give you guys kind of a chatty little update because we are into week 3 of our homeschool, and some things have changed. Some things we are loving, some things that are different. And so I just kind of wanted to share a bunch of different things kind of all meshed together in one video. So first of all, I would love to know if you guys have started homeschool back, or if you're not doing homeschool, if you have started public school, private school, whatever you're doing, I would love to know, are you back in school yet? Drop that down in the comments below. Guys, I love reading your comments. I read every single one of them. Even if I don't respond to every single one of them, which I try to do, just know that I'm reading every one of them and I appreciate every single one of them. It means so much to me. So would love to get your feedback on that. Let me know how your school year is going if you started. And if you haven't started, let me know when you guys plan to start. I would love to hear that. So week 3, I feel like we have finally gotten our footing. We've figured some things out. I feel like I'm always figuring things out throughout the year, but for the most part, we've got the major things nailed down. Like I finally figured out the schedule that's gonna work for us, at least for the foreseeable future. And we're kind of getting into a routine with that. People are learning what they should be doing when. They're learning that the schedule is set in stone and they can't do different subjects when they feel like doing them. Because my main thing with that this year is 3 of my kids are all using the iPad for a few different things. And we only have one. I actually ordered another little Amazon Kindle or Fire or whatever. We're mainly using one. So I needed to fix the schedule to where, number 1, not more than one person would need me at a time, and number 2, not more than one person would need the iPad at a time. So that's why I'm telling them, no, you have to stick to the schedule as far as when you do what subject. But for the most part, the schedule is working out really well for us. We have had to deal with some attitudes. You guys know, if you know, you know. It's like the beginning of school attitude of, you took my summer from me, Mom, and I'm not happy about it. You know, they want to stay in summer mode, but they have to transition into school mode. And I get it, because I feel the same way. I'm like, no, I would much rather be hanging out in my bed doing nothing, but we gotta learn some stuff. So we've had to deal with some things like that, just some different attitude problems, and waking up when they're supposed to wake up, and learning that we're not gonna watch TV when we wake up. This is the routine we're gonna do. We're in school now. It's not just laze around and get to do kind of what we want to do, which is not really what we do in the summer. We do that some weeks, but for the most part, we kind of stick to a schedule even in the summertime. But anyways, that has been a little bit of a struggle figuring that out. And I have had to manage my stress a little bit, because I have found myself being really stressed out at the beginning when school started, and I was just very stressed out about, is this gonna work? Is this not gonna work out? So I had to do a lot of prayer to kind of help myself. I was feeling like some anxiety. I was feeling a little bit like my heart was racing several of the days. It was just a lot going at one time. I don't know if you guys can relate. If you can, put that in the description box below, but it was giving me a lot of stress the first couple of weeks. But I'm happy to say this week I have not felt like that. It has been a lot smoother, a lot better. Attitudes have been better. We're all kind of getting our groove as far as the schedule. So that is getting much better. I'm also really happy with the curriculum choices that I have made, except for one thing, and I'm going to talk to you guys about that in a minute. And I also feel like the kids are really loving their curriculum this year. They've all been really excited about it. My son even came up to me the first week and he was like, thank you, Mom, so much for all the hard work you've put in to making this such an awesome school year. He's like, I'm so excited about everything. And that just that made all of the hours and hours and weeks and months of planning worth it right there. But that meant a lot to me. And I am enjoying the teaching aspect of it all. There have been years definitely that I have opened up a curriculum and I'm like, this is so boring. Like, I don't want to teach you guys this, but I just usually end up doing it anyways because we pretty much stick to the curriculum we buy unless it's absolutely like horrible and we're not loving it at all. But this year I haven't felt that way about anything. Like, I have loved every single thing. So that has been a real answer to prayer, and I'm just so thankful for that. Whoa, the sun like really came out. So I've got way better lighting than I did before. We're getting some of that Hurricane Debbie, and so we're getting rain and all of that. But today it's actually been mostly cloudy, except for right now. Now we're getting sun. So fun fact. Okay, so I think what I'm going to share with you guys today are 4 things that we are loving for the school year and 1 thing that we have changed. So let me start with the things that we are loving. Number 1, you probably guessed it, Morning Manna. Y'all, my new Bible curriculum, we are loving it. It is working out so well for our family. I knew it would. That's why I created it. If you haven't heard the story, I created this curriculum because this is what I wanted for us to do. And I couldn't find anything like it anywhere. So I was like, I'm gonna create one. And then I was like, well, maybe I should offer it to the people because maybe they would want to do it too. And you guys have blown me away with your orders. People have been buying this thing left and right, and I just feel so blessed, so grateful. I had no idea that it was gonna take off like this. I honestly thought I would sell maybe 5, but you guys have blown me way out of the water. So thank you so much to all of you guys who have purchased that. It means so much to me. I don't take it for granted. I don't take it lightly. So yeah, we have been doing that in our homeschool too and are loving it. My kids are learning the catechism so well. Like, I was shocked today to know how many things they already knew by heart. Who were our first parents?
Adam and Eve.
Good. How were Adam and Eve made?
Adam was made from the ground.
Eve was made from Adam's ribs.
Yes. So that was really encouraging. We've been doing scripture reading every day. We move into biblical affirmations that they say about themselves. Then we do some scripture memory. Have I not commanded you?
Have I not commanded you?
Be strong and courageous.
Be strong and courageous.
Do not be afraid.
Do not be afraid.
Do not be discouraged.
Do not be discouraged.
For the Lord your God will be with you wherever you go.
The Lord your God will be with you wherever you go.
And then we do a passage of scripture to memorize. Right now we are going to work on the 10 Commandments, but if you purchase Morning Manna, you know there are tons and tons of other options you have for that. You have the option to learn the books of the Bible, the disciples, the Beatitudes, the Lord's Prayer, so many different things. I tell people all the time that I honestly think it's probably 2 or 3 years worth of memory work that you could use this curriculum for. So it really can take you through probably 2 or 3 years. We're gonna find out because we're probably gonna use it for that long, but we are loving it. My kids are getting so much out of it. I really think that they're soaking in God's word and really taking it to heart, and I am loving what I'm seeing with that. So let me know if you've purchased it and you guys have started it. I would love to hear your feedback on that and let me know what you guys think about it. Oh, and I gotta mention too, if you haven't purchased it, I actually have a sale running on my website right now until the end of August, where you can get 20% off. This is the biggest sale I have ever offered on my website. So it is for any of the digital products on my website. So that includes Morning Manna, that includes the bundles. Be sure that you check that out if you have been interested in Morning Manna, because right now is probably the cheapest it's ever gonna be. And while you're there, just be sure you check out some of the other products that I have for sale. I just recently listed my home planner on there, everything that I use to keep myself organized in my homemaking. It is listed for sale on there now too. If you remember a couple months ago, I had listed it as part of a bundle, a big bundle where I collaborated with a bunch of different creators, and that bundle was only available for a certain time period. But now you can get my home planner on my website. So that is number 1. Number 2 thing we are loving is World Watch News. You guys have heard me talk about this before, but I wanted to give you a little bit more detail because I've gotten a lot of messages asking different questions about it, and we love it so much. So World Watch News is a current event program that airs every weekday. They are 10-minute episodes. They are created by Christian journalists, and they take a biblical worldview approach, which I love. I watch it with the kids every single morning. That is pretty much how we start our day. We all do our devotions, our separate devotions, and then we turn on World Watch News, and we all look forward to it. If it's a week where we're off our school schedule, the kids still beg to watch it. They love it so much, and I find that every age gets something out of it. Obviously, my 3-year-old, my 5-year-old, they're not paying a whole lot of attention to it, but I have noticed that they do watch it and they do ask questions about it. And I personally have never seen anything inappropriate on there to where I felt like those little ones, the 5-year-old, the 3-year-old, shouldn't see. But you may want to just do your own research, watch it for yourself, and figure that out for yourself, because your family may be a little bit different than our family. So just keep that in mind. But I feel like it is such a godly, Christ-centered program. They do an awesome job of covering the news, giving you the facts, but coming at it from a biblical perspective. So some of the topics that you'll see them cover are things like science, world culture, economics, art, government, history, technology. There's so many different things. They also usually incorporate a really fun story, and the kids look forward to that a lot. So we usually stream it using the app. They have an app, so we use our Roku TV. We just downloaded the app, so you go straight to the app and then tap on the episode for that day. It's very easy to do. You could, I'm sure, stream it if you didn't have a Roku TV. I feel like that you can get the app on a lot of different TVs, not just the Roku app. It's incredibly affordable, but I do have a coupon code for you guys, so you can use code ANNA, A-N-N-A. I'll put it on the screen here, and that will get you 1 month free. So thank you so much, World Watch News, for giving my viewers that awesome discount. I hope you guys will take advantage of that. It is worth every penny. So I think for like the last 2 years, we just did the free video that they offer on their YouTube channel, which I think is like 2 minutes long, but it was just always leaving us wanting more. So this has been perfect, and it's the perfect length of time, I feel like, to keep your kids' attention to. So we love World Watch News. I had to let you guys know about that. It's one of our favorite parts of our day. Number 3 thing we are loving is our form curriculum. I talked about this briefly, and it's one of those things, again, that I had a million questions flooding my inbox about it, and so that's why I wanted to get on here and make this video about it, give you guys a little bit more detail, because you guys are like, you really wanted to know about this, and I'm loving it, so I'm so excited to share it with you guys. I wanted to see how we liked it first before I gave a whole lot of comments and information about it, but we're 3 weeks in, loving it. So FORM, F-O-R-M, is a health and fitness curriculum that makes learning and health so fun. It's so simple. It's so easy to use. So for this, we cast it from our iPad. I just pull it up from their website and I cast it from the iPad. My oldest knows how to do this now, so I don't really even have to be in there for this. It is very easy to do. So for each lesson, there is a video that explains something. So they might be talking about health. They might be talking about fitness. They might be talking about the importance of eating healthy. They might be talking about how important it is to move your body and not be sedentary. And then you'll get a workout. You'll get a warm-up video, a workout video, and then a cool down video. And my kids love these. They are very fun. They're also simple. There's not like these complicated, hard moves that the kids can't do. They're very kid friendly, and the kids are able to do them really easily, and they have a lot of fun with it. Even my 3-year-old is participating in this, all the way up to my 11-year-old. They're all loving it. And then at the end of the lesson, there is an assessment, and you can print these out, but we just choose to do it right there on our iPad, and it grades you automatically. It kind of makes sure that they're understanding what they're learning. It asks them some questions from the video that they watched, and it has been great. They have been doing great on that, getting great grades on that. And since it is graded, this also may be something you could use as credits for high school, so that may be something to look into. I haven't looked into that myself because we're not there yet, but I did want to mention that because I know a lot of you guys are in that season, so it is something you might want to take a look at. So we are doing the elementary version of this. They have an elementary, and then they have a middle school, high school version. The elementary one has 185 lessons. We don't always do a lesson lesson a day. Sometimes we will do the video and the assessment, and then we will do the workout part. So depending on how much time we have, depending on how late my kids slept in, we will do the full lesson, or we will just do part of it and break it up into 2 days. So that's totally up to you, however you want to do that. I'm hoping as we are all getting more used to waking up early and getting on the schedule that we can do a full lesson each day, because it really doesn't take that long. Lesson that's about the health and fitness is usually like 6 to 10 minutes long. The workout is closer to about 20 minutes long, and then the assessment takes us like maybe 2 or 3 minutes. The assessment goes very quickly. It's just like, I want to say maybe 10 questions. It's very short. I do think next year I'm probably going to get my 6th grader, who will be 7th. Then I will probably get him to start doing the middle school, high school version. I like that that one also includes a devotional every day. I didn't mention, but this curriculum is actually biblically based, which I love. And so the middle school, high school one also comes with a devotional. So we kind of do this all together as a family in the living room, but you could definitely do it more to where each child did this on their own, especially if you have like elementary age, middle school, high school, they could all do it on their own. And I will also mention, if you have older kids, and that you may want to close little ears for this, but if you have older high school kids and you're ready to talk more about sex education, substance abuse, they do have the option. You don't have to do this, but they do have the option to add that in, which I think is awesome, because I know a lot of parents don't really know where to start with those topics. So Form adds that in there if you so choose. So I did want to mention that, because I know you guys have a lot of older kids, so maybe that would be helpful for you. So this curriculum is really for K through 12. So, and that has definitely been the case for us, because like I said, my 3-year-old will do the workouts with us, and also my 11-year-old is loving it. So it's working out great for everyone in our family, and I do definitely find that it is a great curriculum for so many different ages. Okay, so that is Form. If you are interested in Form, you can use my link below and get that. I feel like the price of it is very reasonable. It is definitely worth that in my opinion. So definitely check out Form if you are looking for a way to teach health and fitness in your homeschool. For me, it was so important to teach my kids that, and I had been looking for something like this forever. So I was so thankful when I stumbled upon Form, because it was really an answer to prayer. I had been doing some different little books about health and fitness, but I wanted something that was a little bit more, I don't know, would catch their interest a little bit better and be more fun and engaging, and this has been perfect. Okay, the last thing that we are loving in our homeschool, and I mentioned this, I think, in my schedule video, so if you want to go back and watch that, you can definitely check out that video. I'll link it up here for you. But we are loving Sibling Time, and if you've never heard of Sibling Time, basically what it is each one of my older kids hangs out with the little one, my 3-year-old, for about 30 minutes each during the school day. That gives me, because I have 4 kids, that gives me an hour and a half to work one-on-one with one of the other kids. This is working out so well. My kids look forward to this time. They beg. When can I have my sibling time? Is it my sibling time yet? They love this so much. It's been one of the highlights of our school year thus far, and I was not expecting that at all. But my 3-year-old looks forward to it, and all of the rest of them look forward to it, even my 11-year-old. They love sibling time. I think it's because I have activities for sibling time that are only offered during sibling time, and so they all look forward to do those activities that they don't get to do very often. And they also really love hanging out with their baby brother and not having to do their schoolwork. So it's a win-win for everyone. But basically during this time, I have a list of things that they can do and activities they can do, and they have to do what he wants to do, what the 3-year-old wants to do. They can't choose it, and they have to be with him the whole time. They can't go off in their room and go do something else. They have to play with him that whole 30 minutes. So we don't have a whole lot of rules. That's just the main thing. I love that it is creating such sweet sibling bonding time, but it's also helping mama out and helping me get a little bit of uninterrupted one-on-one time with the other kids that really need my help. Okay, so those are the 4 things we are loving right now in our homeschool. I'm sure there will be more as the school year goes on, and I will update you guys. But the other thing I wanted to tell you guys that we have changed is our typing curriculum. So you know, I told you, if you saw my video on what we're using for 6th grade, I'll link it up here for you guys. But if you saw that video, you know that my 6th grader was going to do the Good and the Beautiful typing, which is what we've used the last, I think, 2 years years. But honestly, guys, we were having the hardest time finishing that and remembering to do it because he just was not motivated with it. It's not very interesting. It gets the job done, but it's not very interesting. It's not engaging. And so he was really struggling with being interested in it. And so I found a program called Typey, and it's so customizable. I love it so much. The kids are obsessed with it, okay? So you can do as early as kindergarten with it. So my 5-year-old has used it, my 3rd grader has used it, and my 6th grader. They're all using it. They're having so much fun. Y'all, the price for Typey it blew my mind. So I have to tell you the price. I think it said $67, and I paid for this. They did not reach out to me. Like, I bought this program, okay? It's $67 and you have it for 4 years and it's for 4 kids. If you have more kids, I think you pay a little bit more. But how awesome is that? I was like, that is an incredible deal. Sign me up. So Typey uses a structured curriculum and they use muscle memory to help make your student just a great typer. They have over 23,000 lessons, y'all. And it's not just typing. That's what's so cool about it. As I started researching more, my mind was blown. It's not just typing. They have things like coding on there. They have a course that teaches you how to use Microsoft Word and Excel and how to use Google Docs and Google Sheets. And I was just blown away. I'm like, that would be awesome. And it would probably even count towards some different credits that you guys might need for high school. Again, I haven't looked into that yet, but I'm just assuming that it probably would. There are so many different things that you can choose from, and you, the teacher, have so much control over what they are learning. So you can go in, you can kind of throw in their classroom, I guess is what you would call it, what you want them to learn. So if you want them to learn about coding and Google Docs, you can put that into their classroom. And so then when it's time for them to do their typing lesson, they can go in and choose from the different lessons that you have available for them. So you have complete control over what they're learning, which I love. There's also all these fun little pets that they really love, and more of them hatch, and so every time they get better at their typing, they get another pet, and so they really love that about it. And from your teacher portal, you can see how they're doing, their progress, and just check on all of that. You even have the option to import different spelling words that you may be working on, which I thought was really cool and very unique. So that would definitely be something to look into if you have like spelling words that you're using for maybe your language arts or your spelling program. That would be a great way to get some extra practice in for that. So the way we use it is we use our iPad and we have a Bluetooth keyboard connected to that, and that works great for us. We have had no issues with that, but they can also use our laptop if they would rather use that. I just like the iPad because that's kind of what we use only for our school. So we stick to the iPad on most things if we can help it. Sometimes we have to pull out the laptop if there's multiple kids doing different things at a time, but that's working really well for us so far. Okay, so I have exciting news. I saved the best for last. If you are interested in Typey, so after we started loving Typey, I reached out to Typey and I'm like, listen, this is amazing. What can we do? Can we collaborate? And they were like, yes. So they told me they would give me some free giveaways for you guys. So they are giving away some memberships to 3 lucky winners for Typey for the full program. So you won't even have to pay for it. You'll get it for free, okay? So the way you enter is, all you have to do is hit the link below. It says Typey email form. So tap the link in the description box for that. You sign up for my email list. You're gonna give me your name, your email, and then you're entered to win. And I'm gonna do a drawing for this in 1 week from today. So 1 week from today, you will get an email saying that you're the winner and you will get to join Typey. So I am so excited for this. I hope you guys will all participate in this giveaway. I love to be able to give you guys free stuff. Thank you, Typey, for offering this to my followers. Okay, friends, that is it for this video. I hope it was helpful for you. I hope it gave you some ideas of some things that might help your start for your homeschool and gave you a little bit of encouragement to start your year off strong. So be sure that you give this video a thumbs up before you leave, and also subscribe to my channel if you haven't already. It means so much to me when you guys do that. When you hit the bell, it makes such a big difference for me and helps my business so much, and I just appreciate you guys being here and wanting to hang out with me. So I will see you guys back here very soon. Oh, and by the way, I'm only doing 1 video a week now. You guys know I usually do 2 during the summer, but now that we started school back, I will be going back to my regular posting schedule, which is every Thursday at 1 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. So I can't wait to see you guys back here for the next video. Bye, guys.